Where we're going now, I have not been since 1985 with my dad. And that's been quite a while ago. Look, more snow. Keep on getting these little pockets of snow that keep on coming through. And there's Hamilton down there. But we're going to Treasure Hill. I called it Treasure City because that's where they did find treasure. Look, a little bit of ore. But back then I wasn't a rock hound like I am, so I think I'll have a fun time looking on the ground to see if I can find any cool rocks. There's the Hostetter's bitters. Dr. Hostetter's is what the one was. Alright, let's get down to the car, which is down there, because I had to find the right road to go up there. This is the right road. We don't want to take this one that was horrible. So, alright, stay tuned. We're getting closer up on top of this mountain. Like I say, I haven't been here since 1985 with my dad. And now he's on the other side. So he's probably pretty happy seeing me going up to a town I haven't been to for I don't know how many years. Do the math. Alright, I'll let you know when we get there. It's like a dream with all the snow. But you can see we're coming up on Treasure City. It's like in the fog, it's just snow. I haven't been here, like I said, since 85. In fact, it was when I graduated. I just had a boy that graduated, and that was last time I was up here. Was when I graduated. And I remember my dad asking me, so what are your plans for life? What do you give me a father and son little talk about what I thought I wanted to do in my life. And it's kind of funny because I had one of those talks with my son. And I told him about it. That, my dad took me up here. In fact, it was down a little bit further. But check out this. This is Treasure Hill. I called it Treasure City. We will be getting out and checking out some of these buildings. We used to camp right in here. I'm going to pull right in where we used to camp. This was our spot. Me and my dad's spot. Like I say, I haven't been here since 1985. That's the last time my dad was with me. Pretty cool. Yep. We would have been in a black Ford truck. And we parked back in here. We'd back in, and that's where we'd camp. And my dad, like say, he was a bottle digger. And he would be after these, although champagne, not so much. We weren't too much in the champagnes. They're quite common. But look, somebody's gathered up a few different things to show. That would have been champagne right there. Champagne, champagne, champagne. All those are champagnes. But I wasn't much into rock hounding, but I should have a good time up here looking at rocks instead. I'll look at history. Look like somebody's been up here too, not too long ago. I still like the history, but I like the rocks too. Oh, there goes my mic again. First thing is first. We're going to go look at the buildings. Then we can branch out from there. Being that you're up on the hill, you'd have plenty of rock to build. Oh, here. That is a flask. Sometimes they had stuff on them, sometimes they didn't have stuff on it. These are medicines. Both those are medicine, and then your champagne. Let's go in this building. Yeah, you had building material all around you because you're sitting there mining. Why not have built a nice building here? I'll tell you what. Imagine being in this. You had a look like a back cellar area. Yeah. This would have been quite the nice building to be in. Imagine all the furnishings around. Look, man, I am gonna have some fun. There's some crystals up here. Check out that stack. I don't think that's a building. I think that's just their mine. They were stacking up all the rock. These are buildings right here. Nice sized buildings too. This would have been the ground level wherever, and you'd have a basement in it. And you'd have a top floor, would have been wood. They're huge. Because these people couldn't go down to the lower town. They had to live up here. So they had to make where they lived worth it and comfortable. I'm going to take some pictures, I think. Then we'll get back to go and exploring the different ones. But all these buildings are all just all rock. I might be camping up here for the night. This is pretty. All right, stay tuned. Let's go in the other side. Look like one of their supporting metal beams would have gave support to the building up there. You can see another one up there. Let's go take a look at that other piece of stone somebody worked. In fact, there's a couple of them. Their entrance stone has fell in. Wow, there's a little pattern on it. That would have been their entryway stone, but it's fell in. Come on down. And they had in this one versus the other one didn't have windows. But they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or that's a door. Imagine looking out this window. That's a nice view. I approve of the view. I'll stay in this hotel, or whatever it was. Although we're going to go out we're going to be proper and go out the door. All right, oh, that's pretty. I'm going to take a picture of that. There would have been a building right there. They kind of used all the mining stuff for walls. But all their walls eventually caved in. The mine retook their houses. You can see what's left. There's actually some wood in here, and some big old monster doors. Check out those. That, I'm sure, maybe held some of the gold that they had behind these big old doors for safekeeping. And the doors are still here. So whatever building this was, maybe this was an assay office or a bank. Could have been a bank. And this was where they kept the really good stuff. Right here would have been the door into it, and this would have been right here, and it was just a small vault area. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Like I say, there is some crystals here. Huh. I'm going to have a good time tomorrow taking some of these rocks home. Look at that one. That is nice. See if I can zoom in on it. Yep. Right, let's go to that building over there. That's a big old building too. Right, come back around. Look like the buildings keep on going for a good ways. You can see the door right there. Yeah, check out how huge that is. We'll definitely have to go within that one. We'll continue down because it looks like there's one more house. Yeah, it's beautiful up here. There's a building right there too. This place goes on and on. Got a lower road. We'll go down it. See, there's another building right there. It's crazy. Look at, they ripped apart that whole mountain. Right on down here, down to the bottom thing too. Right there you can see a mine shaft, or a opening to a mine. And this is almost too much stuff to take in one day, which I got about a half a day left. As you can see, the sun is getting low. Alright, let's go back down here. Yeah, this is almost too much to take in. There's that thing up there, I don't know where that is. Then you go up to the top. Look at that. And you got this thing here. Another building. I think we are going to go on this lower road that goes up to the lower half of the city. But yeah, and then we'll drive on down there a little bit, and then a little bit. Now I know where they were getting that rock for that building. Right up here. Isn't that cool? Alright, continue on. Check out this thing. Bunch of lids. I wonder what it was. What kind of stuff. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but they had a bunch of it. They had to open up all these lids. Isn't that crazy? There's the mine right there, another one. Right, let's continue going. My battery's getting low. We need to get back up to the car. Another building right there, a small one, right next to the mine. You can see the door right there. All right, we're heading up this way. You see another building right there. We gotta get back to the car. old miner's shovel next to a champagne. There's a bunch of trash up on this hill. It must have been the area that chuck all their trash off here. You can see there's a stone crock beer with a handle, would have been up here. And they got more of them. There's another one right there. A small little bottle that's Ponnold. That's old. Whenever you see a Ponnold bottle, that is, 1860 earlier. That is old, old, old. All the trash that they chucked off their hill right here. That's pretty. Kind of a greenish color. All the smashed iron Ponnold is the old stuff. Alright, let's get back to the car. My current view on a Tuesday morning, we're heading back up. I just dropped the GoPro down that mine there. I have to see when I get home how well of a filming it did. But yeah, we're climbing back up. Last night I came up here and it was colder than cold. But today it's a little bit warmer, although the wind is pretty strong. But I didn't have yesterday. I didn't have my wind buffer mic. But today I do. But you can come walk with me to the top again. Because I don't think last night it probably filmed too well. We are on what looks like an ancient seabed. Because there is little fossils. Getting higher. Yeah, we still gotta go up more. We have made it to the top again, where we were last night. Although last night it was a lot colder, my hands about froze off. Today is a little mildly cold, just because of the wind, but where we camped is way down there. But how beautiful is this? How many of your Tuesday mornings are like this? Probably not a lot, because I took one more day off for the holiday, and yeah, there is nobody up here. Not that there was anybody yesterday either. Alright, we are going to head down this way back into the mines where they were down there. The whole city I can show you right here off this edge. Right here, the city went right along this line and right into there, and even some over where the mines are, where we're going to go today. But yeah, I'm definitely alone. Last time I was up here, like I said, it was 1985 with my dad. We drove down this road, We kept on going. Actually, we went here, camped here, but then we went around down below and went on this road that you see. See that road right there? And it goes around, somewhere comes back. But there's another little small ghost town down there that we stopped at. That was when I was graduating, 1985. We did drop a GoPro down the shaft down there that we'll have to see when I get home how the video came out. All right, get back to work. You shouldn't be looking at videos like this. Here is an open one. I don't get too close to them, but I do like to chuck rocks down and see how far they are. I suggest you do not get close to them. There's definitely water in that one. Did you hear it? Let's do one more. It's not too deep, but it is filled up with water. I'm gonna get closer. Not closer to me, but I'm gonna get the camera and stretch it out and check one of these down there. Kind of cool sound. Let's get a bigger, badder rock. That was too big for one hand. That's about as big as I can get. All right. I will extend you out so you can see. Here we go. Listen. That one didn't make as good as sound as the other one. Let's try a little guy. Yeah. I got this thing all roped off. We're gonna have to go around. I just did a little peek, and it's not too far down. You can see yourself. My mic. All right, you're gonna have to stay right there. That's better. Here's another one, and we will stay out and stay alive, but we will peek in it and see what we see. We got more snow coming. Wow, that's cool. That was not that scary. One day I will go down in there. I don't like deep shafts, but this one is pretty doable. But not today, Zerg. We have snow coming in. See it? The snow coming? We're going to have off and on snow. And I don't have much time left anyway. So, continue on. We're going to descend into this mine. I'm not going to go back very far. Just going to go in and see a little bit about this mine. This is the mine all the fluorite was coming out of. Look at all the snow. Right there is a shaft. And I am not going to go too close to that. I just wanted to see what, oh look, that's awesome. Look at the ice. Oh, that's cool. You don't see that every day. Water's leaching down from the top. Oh, let me get my backpack on better. Ice is leaching down from the top, making a big icicle. That is crazy. And that, I think, no, I don't think it's a shaft there. But that is definitely a shaft. Yeah, you don't see that every day. Or if I can zoom out. There you go, it's about as far as you can zoom out. Let me turn it sideways, sorry. I'll be taking a picture of that. Yeah, I will not be going down there. That's pretty cool. But the coolest thing is that thing. Yeah, take a picture of that. Okay, hold on. That is one big icicle coming down to the bottom from up above. Through the cracks. That's the best thing about this mine, is that icicle coming down through there. And there's more in here. Check that out. Icicles. Don't go back very far. Oh, clapstone up there. See if there's any crystals on the wall. Doesn't look like it. Just damp. That and those icicles, those are cool. I need a picture of that. Hold on. Get a video with light going around it. You don't see that every day. All right, we're heading out. Out to the sunlight. Right, we have emerged. Here is some of the little, what's this, stalactite, stalagmite, or whatever. A little build-up, probably not stalactite, but it's that coating from the water leaching through the rock. And this is the stuff that's out where I was picking up the fluorite. Some of that stuff was there. Alright, let's continue on out. Here is a more up close, and you can see it a little bit. Look at all that crystal. I'm not sure what type of crystal it is, but it's right back in there too. See if I can zoom in on that one. Oh, there's right there's cool. Look at that. Right in there. There. Then as you head up, you head into the fluorite. Man, I'm bad at camera because I'm so lost when the lens, where the lens is. Right about there. There's where the fluorite is. It is pretty cool. I wish I could get up there. I'd chisel off some. There's a little bit of a drop. I could actually get a little closer than I thought. Check out that. And I could chisel off some of this stuff. Well, I have found the place that my dad and Charles, and I think Gordon was there, took the picture right here. I'll show you the picture. I'll put them side by side. The funny thing about that story is they just came out. For some reason, I didn't go with them this time. I don't think any of the other kids went with them. And they ended up getting a big trash pit hole that had IXLs, had all the good bottles in it that they wanted. They were so excited. I remember they called and said they're going to be just a little longer because they were digging out all the bottles, and said it was something special, so we needed to go over to Charles's house, the Murray's house, and that they would show us everything that they got. And we went over there, and they had, like I say, they had IXLs and stuff like that. But the funny thing about it, or the strange thing about it, is when they were digging the hole, there was up, I'm sure it was up here somewhere. They were digging the hole, and they were taking out all the rocks and things. And there was this one rock that was in the hole. And anyway, so they went to grab it. I don't know who it was that grabbed it, and went and grabbed it and pulled it out, and they turned it around, and it was a skull. And right then, they put it back, and they were like trying to figure out, well, what they should do, you know, because they thought, well, maybe they dug into a cemetery or something. And then they realized, no, there wouldn't have been all the garbage in there. So anyway, they ended up digging the skull out, and they ended up taking it up to the University of Utah. And the best guess, they tried to say that it rolled, basically the hill kind of like moves over time, and that might have moved into their trash pit. But I have a better idea, because if it's right in the middle of the trash, I bet you these cowboys went around, and this was probably, I don't know if this was a saloon here or a mill, but anyway, they probably had that in a saloon sitting on a mantle. They probably found it up in these hills, because the University of Utah said it was a Native American skull. And I'm guessing some of these cowboys in this town found it up in the hills, and they brought it in as a curiosity piece. Anyway, they just sat it on the thing in the saloon. And then one day, they decided, let's get rid of it, and they threw it into the trash. And that is what I think happened. But anyhow, that skull ended up going to the Muries, and they had it for a while, and I'm not sure what happened, because I don't think the University of Utah even wanted it. I don't know if they came back here and they buried it, but I remember going over to the Muries house and seeing it there and thinking I would have been freaked out to have that in my house. But yeah, this is the place. This is where they took the picture. Good memories. Now we're leaving and heading home.